We lose ourselves in the spirit of things. We lose our sight when we put our trust in things of this material world, of things that fade away, yet we keep coming back.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I get this super glam, super extra eye look. So for this eye look, the only eyeshadows that I used came from the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. This is their limited edition palette. Honestly, I give it a 10 out of 10. I really did enjoy this palette. So this is what the palette looks like. This has 18 eyeshadows. In it, you'll see matte, sheens, and 2 sparkly filled eyeshadows. I don't know. And as far as the smell goes, yes, it does smell like peaches. When I first opened this up, I was expecting it to smell like a peach yogurt, but it actually smells like candy. I've never actually had a peach candy, but I feel like if I were to ever smell what peach candy smells like, this is what it would smell like. So if you're not a person who likes smelling things or likes peachy smells, then I don't think this is the palette for you. But if you enjoy a candy sweet type of smell, then you're gonna love this. I think this retails for $49, I think, but I honestly think it's worth it. You can do simple eye looks, you could do dramatic eye looks like I just did today. And the colors are really nice. You get a lot of different, which is really nice. I really like this and I definitely recommend it. I don't think I have anything else to say, so I'm just gonna end this video and show you guys how I achieve this makeup look. So I've already done one of my eyes just to speed things up, as well as my foundation, just so it doesn't look so crazy. Every time I do a dramatic eye like this one, I always want to use a really good primer. So for this time, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This is a little mini one. And you just want the tiniest little bit and you're going to rub it on your eyes. You could use a brush or whatever, but this is just the way that I like to do it. So to set the primer, I'm gonna start by using one of the shades from the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I'm so excited. I'm going to be using White Peach, the very top one, the first one. It's just a basic neutral white color. With the same fluffy brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and dip into the Peaches and Cream color to begin our transition color. And you want to apply this right on your crease. You're not going to be able to see this as much, but just putting a color there is going to help you with blending later on. Oh my god, they smell so good. Next, I'm going to go ahead and pick up a little bit of Puree with my Morphe E27, and we're going to do our transition color. This is really important just because we're going to be applying darker colors, especially on the outer crease. So you want a really good transition to blend out those colors. So next we're going to do the shade right next to it. This one is called Summer Yum. It's honestly one of my favorites. And you don't even need a lot. You just tap the brush and that should be enough. Again, we're going to use kind of like sweeping back and forth motions just to kind of create a crease if you don't have one, or just to further define the crease. Oh, this eyelash is bothering me so much. So I'm going to zoom in just so you guys can actually see what's going on. I'm just blending over here. Blending is the key to everything. Now I'm gonna start to add the more darker colors. I'm using the Morphe M514. This is just a really small blending brush that I love for detailing. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Charmed, I'm sure. This one is sort of like a muted chocolate brown color. I'm just picking this one up and I'm focusing it on the outer crease. This is just gonna deepen the outer crease and get it ready for our darker colors. You want to begin on the outer crease and focus more, and once you feel like the brush doesn't have as much pigment to it, then you can kind of bring it in all the way out here. Now I'm gonna switch to an Urban Decay brush. This one doesn't have a name, it just kind of came with a palette. But any brush that's kind of fluffy and very small at the end is gonna do.
Now what I'm doing is kind of connecting the outer crease and putting a little bit of Charmed I'm into the outer lid, just to create somewhat of like a C shape on the outer corner.
Once I've added that color, I'm going back with the M514 and continuing to blend out and kind of just make sure everything looks really smooth. I'm feeling like it's a little too brown, so I'm going back with my E27 and Summer Yum and adding a little bit of warmth back into the look. So we're gonna move on to the lid. For this, I tried really hard not to get any darker colors into the inner corner of your lid, but it sometimes happens, so that's okay. And we're gonna go ahead and clean it up first. I just have like a flat synthetic brush, and we're gonna go ahead and dip it into just a little bit of concealer. Any concealer will work. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me in Sand, I believe. Yes. I'm just gonna get tiny bit like this. You don't want too much because then it's gonna get really messy. So you want to start in the inner corner. Oops. And you just want to clean up the lid again.
It doesn't necessarily have to be perfect because you can go ahead and add a lid color, but just try to make it as neatly as you can. And I'm not going to go all the way across the lid because I want that sort of like fading from dark to light. So I'm just going to leave it sort of like 3/4 of the way. I'm going to stop.
Now, for the lid color, I'm going to go ahead and use the color Luscious. It's this one right here. It's so pretty. With another synthetic brush. I wet the synthetic brush a little bit with some setting spray. You could use honestly water or whatever, Fix Plus, just to make the color pop out just a little bit more.
This color is so pretty. By the way, the peach smell, I can smell it as I'm applying the makeup, and the palette is actually just on the table. So yes, it does smell a lot.
So on top of the lid color that we just put on it, I just wanted a little bit more glamorous, you know. So I'm going to be adding a glitter. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Glitter Single. This is in the color Brass, and it's basically like a gold. It's so pretty. It's not that pigmented like it looks like right here. You're only gonna pick up a couple bits of glitter, but I actually kind of like that look. With the same brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and dig into it. It's a little bit sticky, which is great because you don't need a glitter glue, but it can be a little bit hard to work with at times. I'm just gonna go back into the palette and get a little bit more of Luscious and add it on top of that, because I feel like the stickiness kind of took away some of the color, so I just wanted a little bit more. From this step, I'm gonna go ahead and further deepen the outer crease. I just want something more dramatic than I usually do, so I'm gonna go ahead and add another color from the palette, and this is gonna be, I'm gonna use Tempting. This is the black color. I'm using the Urban Decay brush from before, And I'm just dipping the slightest bit and tapping that.
And now, I'm just keeping this strictly on the outer crease. I'm not even bringing it any further than where the glitter starts.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and kind of go back and forth with Tempting and Summer Yum.
I'm just blending because I feel like I got some glitter on my outer crease and it's really bothering me. Ugh.
Now we're gonna move on to eyeliner. I'm gonna be using my Ride or Die NYC liquid liner.
Because I don't know why, but my eye is full of little wrinkles and it's really annoying. Okay, now I'm just gonna connect it. Look at that. We are not playing games today.
While my eyeliner is drying, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting the glue on my lashes. I'm using the Cocoa lashes in the style Goddess. Oh my god, they're turned around. But I think I've talked about these in a previous video. If you're looking for huge, dramatic, doesn't give a crap about anything kind of lashes, these are it. And I'm using the Duo Eyelash Adhesive, the dark one.
So pretty.
So after I do this, I usually like to go back and kind of deepen anything or add more sparkle and stuff. Right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and do some more Summer Yum and Puree. That's these two again. And just blend out further the inner corner.
Because that's what bothers me the most, where people don't have their shit blended. Like, why? Just blend it. Takes kind of a long time, but it's so worth it at the end. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean up the extra stuff. I know you guys were looking at it and be like, girl, what is that? I'm using the Naked Skin Concealer to clean up right under my eyeliner. Okay. I just ruined my eyeliner. Hi, I'm Simplyanah. I'll be here all week. Does anyone actually breathe when they do their eyeliner? So for my, what are these called? Tear ducts, under eyes? The little bottom of where your eyelashes are.
I'm just adding, this color is called Delectable, by the way. And I'm just using this e.l.f. brush. This is the Professional Defining Eye Brush. This was $1 and I can't live without it. So, oh my god, I forgot. So before we do that, we're gonna go ahead with the Rimmel London Scandalized Waterproof Kohl Pencil. This is the nude one. I'm just lining my eyes, and this kind of helps to open them up, make them look bigger.
Okay. Did you guys even tell?
Anyways, now we're gonna go to smoke out the lower lash line. That's what it's called. Again, Delectable right on this brush. Just a little bit. And then I'm blending that out with, again, Puree and Summer Yum. I'm using the Wet n Wild something brush. This is the newest collection they have. But I'm just gonna smoke it out and blend it out.
The last color we're going to be using in this super cute palette is going to be the color Nectar, right here, for our inner tear duct to bring some life back into the eyes. Right here.
Then I'm just gonna apply some mascara to my lower lash line and we'll be done with our eye look. So this is the completed makeup look. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you guys have any suggestions, any ideas, or just any questions you guys want me to answer, I'll be happy to answer them if you just leave them down below. You can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'll post them down below as well. Alright, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys later. Bye!